Federal Premium Ammunition, surgical precision, terminal results. Bushnell, performance is the only thing. Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters.
Hi folks, thanks for joining us here at Federal's Trigger Effect. This week we're back here in Manitoba for a spring bear hunt with our good friend Dean McCullough of Muskeg Country Outfitters.
And I know Dean's been sending us pictures of some bears, especially on one specific bait, and boy, there's a couple slammers there. And I know for me, I'm trying to pursue a nice big black bear. I always seem to get the color phases, but Kent, you're opposite.
Yeah, he's got a big chocolate bear there that I'm pretty interested in, so let's stop talking and let's get out to the hunt. Heading out to the bear bait. Another spring hunt here in Manitoba. Gotta love it.
Another great evening here in Manitoba. We're at a new location. They've got a big bear that's been coming here, and he just showed up last few days, so hopefully he'll come out in daylight hours where we can get him on film and maybe get a shot at him. But regardless, it's just great being out here, so it's time to load up and settle in for another good evening. Things have kind of improved this evening. I think that weather system that came through have changed a lot. We've had nothing but decent sized bears tonight. A couple small ones right off the bat, but right now we've got 4 different boars down at the bait, all in that mid-range, and one beautiful brown one. He needs a few years to grow up, but boy, is he a stunning looking bear. So hopefully one of our target bears shows up tonight and we can close the deal. Well, we've seen disputes at the bait sites before, but that was a full-on fight by a couple of boars. The one was busy feeding and the other one snuck up behind it. And when they realized how close they were to each other, that was it. It was game on. There was no bluff charging. There was no playing around. They got at it. We quickly grabbed the camera, or Dean did, and got the end of that fight, but they had each other by the face. That was serious business. Like, that was bear on bear action right there. Wow. Couple of titans. If you want bear action, you gotta come to Manitoba and you gotta see Dean at Muskeg Country Outfitters. kinds of color faces, all kinds of sizes. Boars, sows, cubs, everything. Well, we're about 10 minutes away from having to call it quits for tonight. It was a pretty exciting night. We had lots of bear action. Lots of good looking bears too, you know, just a year or two away from being trophy bears. So we still have bears down below us. We had a heck of a Donnybrook. I mean, we had a couple bears go at it tonight like I haven't seen at a bay before. I mean, they always posture and push each other around, but these guys actually grabbed each other and fought, and it was unbelievable to watch. So, like I said, 10 minutes left. If one of the bears that we're targeting doesn't show up, we'll get out of here quietly and most likely be back here tomorrow.
This segment is brought to you by Federal Premium Ammunition, Surgical Precision, Terminal Results.
Well, we're a little bit later in the season here now. As you can see, the leaves have all started to pop out. They come out in about 2 to 3 days. It doesn't take them long to sprout once they've budded out, but we're still at this bait where we've got a few good bears. There's lots of little bears here. We've got a good west wind for the bait here tonight. So all we can do is put time in the stand and hope one of our target bears shows up tonight. Well, we've been here hunting with Muskeg Country Outfitters for over a week now, long enough to see the leaves come out. We've been targeting a big, giant chocolate color phase bear for myself. As you know, last year Dean harvested a real beautiful, big, mature boar in a really unique brown color phase. He said it was my turn up to the bat to go for a big color phase. I think we're running kind of late on their hunt. We also have another good bear at this bait that we would like to harvest. And I think what we need to do to switch up the luck, I need to get behind the camera, Dean needs to get in the shooter's seat, and we'll take this other bear. Well, as you can see, for the last 11 days we've been pursuing Kent's big color phase bear. And there's been a bear that's been coming in fairly consistently. He's a really nice big stocky bear. He's got a chevron on his front. And I keep saying to Kent, I'm like, it's been so long since I've shot a really nice black bear that I'd like to take that one, but we kind of wanted to get his. But Kent said to me, you know what, Dino, you leave in a couple days, why don't you get in front? But I'll tell you what's going to happen though. If the big one comes in, the camera's dropping low, the gun's going high, and things are going to change up again. But we're going to do this on the fly. I'm pretty excited because this bear is a beautiful bear. So I'm going to sit down, be quiet. Hopefully he comes back in. He's a brave little one, that guy. Came right below the stand. So we're just sitting here, and there's a gap that the bears always come through and behind. We can't really see what it is because everything's leafed out. So we're going to be quiet and keep eyes on it. That is the bear that we're going to target. You can see the chevron on his chest, so I'm just going to wait for him to get into a good shootable position.
crow. That has to be the fastest hunt ever for me. Poor Kent, he's been working so hard to get a bear. He puts me in line to take a bear that I really wanted. We're sitting here, I see the bear, and I thought it was my target bear, and because I could see the chevron, but then Kent immediately goes, Dino, I think that's a bigger bear. I looked, for sure, different chevron. Came in, didn't even scare the little guys off the bait. Shot him, he only ran 15 yards, crashed right behind the stand. Well, I couldn't be happier, man. That was incredible, like fastest hunt ever. But the good news is we still have a full evening ahead of us, all day tomorrow, so you never know, Kent might connect up as well too. But all I know is I want to go down and get a quick look at this bruin, and then we're going to get immediately back up in the tree, and I'm coming behind the camera again. Thanks, bud.
Right on, congrats, brother.
I'm jacked. Literally, I can see him like 10 yards from here. This isn't a big one to have to stalk or blood trail, but oh, I'm jacked. Oh, he's down.
Taxidermy services provided by Hunters Union and Ray Wiens Taxidermy. And thanks to these other fine sponsors.
Oh, he's down. I'm gonna safety the gun, and we're gonna get a really quick look at this bruin. We're gonna leave him lying here, because like I said, we still have almost 4 hours left of light for Kent to maybe connect up tonight too. Oh, people. Muskeg Country Outfitters. Look at the size of that bruin. Like I said, we're going to be really quick. We're going to leave him lying here, but I just wanted to get a quick shot of this because boy, that is a big bear. But we're going back up the tree. Time for Kent to connect with the bruin now. Wow, thanks again, bud.
Well, Kent, let's take a little bit of a break from the hunting action here at Muskeg Country Outfitters to talk about color phases when it comes to black bears.
You bet. I mean, I think that's a great topic for Lethbridge College's Conservation Connection.
So black bears come in many different color phases. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, we don't really know why this is the case. Black bears are often claimed to be the most color-rich North American mammal, and come in many different color phases that range across the continent, from black east of the Mississippi to cinnamon and brown and blonde around the arid west, to spirit or kermode in southeast BC, and even glacier or blue in the southern coastal Alaska ranges.
Not all color phases of black bears can be harvested within Canada. As a matter of fact, the glacier bear and the Kermode bear are both protected by the British Columbia government as well as the Canadian government.
If we look at proportions, east of the Mississippi, it's primarily black bears. As we move west into Minnesota, about 5% of the bears become color phase, and we get into 50-50 in and around the Rockies, and even more so as we head west into inland Washington, maybe up to 80% proportionally are color phase bears, and the highest number we have on record is in Yosemite National Park, where 91% of the bears are color phase.
Besides the actual color of the black bear's coat varying widely, the muzzles also have a wide variation, consisting of right from a light honey color to a jet black dark nose.
Some of the reasons we have for explaining these variations in color relate to temperature regulation in open western habitats where black would be too hot for bears, or maybe even camouflage where black bears are attempting to hide from predators like grizzly bears, or even imitate grizzly bears to deter would-be competitors like wolves. There's even been some thoughts around the tougher nature of the melanin that forms black hair that is more resistant to abrasion in denser forested habitats common of the east.
Genetic pockets of color phase bears are really highly sought after. A good example of this is the Vancouver Island black bear. They are literally black from the tip of their tail to the tip of their nose.
Whatever the reason might be, it's interesting to note that some color phase bears can even become darker as they age, and then within colors, coats can even change from lighter to darker within a given year.
Well, it's the next day. Boy, has the weather ever changed. I mean, it's cold out here right now.
Yeah, they're actually calling for possible snows tonight. I mean, welcome to Manitoba in May.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. We're going to have to put everything we've got in camp on for tonight's hunt.
Yeah. Well, the reason I wanted to have a talk with you, Kent, is because we got this bear so early, and we had lots of time to hunt, and I thought it might be kind of a good time now to kind of tell the story. But you know, the reality is you have been sitting relentlessly for 9 days hunting your color phase bear, and we kept having one big black one come in, and I only have a couple days left, and you were nice enough to turn the hunt over to me to try getting them.
Well, and that's the thing, you know, I said, you know what, let's do the quick switch in the stand, get you behind the gun, I'll be behind the camera, and if that really nice black one with the chevron comes out, you take them and then I can continue on. Because I can possibly hunt later in the year here in Manitoba, but you have to head home. I even said, just as we made the switch, watch, one of those other big target bears is gonna come in like that.
Yeah.
How long did we sit?
Oh, it was like 5 minutes, but I mean, Dean from Muskeg Country Outfitters, he has this bear actually on trail cam, and you saw it right away. And when we looked at the other chevron bear, we thought maybe it was the same one, but you said, right away, no, that's a bigger bear.
That's a bigger bear.
It's a bigger bear.
It sure is. I don't know, he's probably well over 400 pounds, 450 probably. But congratulations, buddy. Heck of a shot, heck of a 5-minute bear hunt.
Yeah, 5-minute bear hunt. And again, I really want to give a shout out to Dean at Muskeg Country Outfitters. This is our second year hunting with Dean. He produces nothing but big bears. He lives in probably one of the best areas in the world for massive black bears.
The genetics are here, lots of color phases. I mean, it's a one-stop shop for a bear hunt.
This segment is brought to you by King's Camo. See the difference. Now, back to Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Well, we're nearing the end of our hunt here with Muskeg Country Outfitters. I just want to explain one thing. The weather has really changed since we got here. A couple days ago, it was over 30 degrees. We're looking at probably about -1, -2 right now with the wind. We've got a system moving in. We might get some rain. There's snow to the north of us. It's just one of those things here in Manitoba. Springtime in Manitoba, you gotta love it. But yeah, it's been a really good hunt here with Muskeg. So we got one more evening sit. It's gonna get dark early tonight, so we're gonna knuckle down and get her done. Big brown is coming in right here, right now.
Oh my God. Well, folks, I just shot the bear of a lifetime. Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am. That is a giant, giant chocolate bear. We've been hunting him for about 9-10 days. He's always nocturnal. We were this close to pulling the pin on this hunt. The weather has changed. We've been getting snowed on. The wind is blowing. Muskeg Country Outfitters. That is a giant chocolate bear. One I've dreamt about my entire life. I better not fall out of this tree. I am so excited. Dean got a great bear yesterday. We closed the deal in bad weather. Oh, brother, thank you. Oh, stoned them. Those federal ammunition, unbelievable. That is a beast of an animal, a beast. I can't get over the size of this animal. One shot. Look at that head. Oh, he's enormous. That is an enormous bear. Folks, I can't even lift his head.
Well, as far as hunting goes, Kent, this is a fairy tale.
Yeah, I mean, I've been dreaming my whole life for a big color phased bear like this. And Muskeg Country Outfitters, Dean McCullough, he did it once again for us. It's our second hunt with him, and I know we're going to be back.
Oh, for sure. And you know, the one thing that you can't see on television, and I calculated out, we put in 62 hours in the stand.
Yeah, we were very patient, but this is what we were patient. We saw this guy very early in the hunt, and I wasn't going to settle for anything less. So, and it was just worked out perfectly.
And it was a pleasure to be able to share, I know, something that's been a bucket list your whole life.
Yeah.
And you know, we'd like to thank all of the fans, sponsors, and outfitters, and we'll see you next week on another episode of Federal's Trigger Effect.
This has been a Thunder Boys production.